Hello everyone. Today I'm at Heron Auto, Kia and Opel in Donegal Town, County Donegal. As usual, all additional information about this dealership will be mentioned in the description box below. Hello everyone. Today we're going to be taking a full in-depth look at this all-new 2012 Kia Cee'd. In this review, I'm going to be looking at the interior of the car. I'll explain how all the features work, also start it up, look at the engine, go over performance data, and take a look around the exterior. So, let's begin. The exterior colour is known as gunmetal grey metallic. As you may have noticed when I unlocked the vehicle, the wing mirrors fold out. They also fold in when you lock it. They fold up and away. Cloth door inserts. 4 automatic windows, which are safety switches for the rear windows. Chrome door handles. Manual adjusting seats. As well as your bonnet release located here. On the right side of the dash you have your controls for the mirrors, just your left and right adjustments here, and you can use these buttons here to fold them in and out. To power on the car, you just apply the clutch and turn. This car comes as standard with a CD radio. It's Bluetooth and MP3 compatible.
The passengers from Dublin Airport who are transferring through another EU airport en route to their final
your preset stations, as well as your different frequencies.
Meanwhile, the DAA is reiterating the problem.
Also got your settings here for your radio, your phone when you have it connected to the Bluetooth system, and your media. Your media is mainly just your USB and your auxiliary import, which are located down here. As well as your different scans, setup, and different menu settings. Very good sound quality. You can also control the radio via the steering wheel. Your volume controls here, channel, as well as mute. You can also scan your frequencies. You also have your voice command here and your telephone controls. Down here you have your trip computer. You just use these arrows to navigate and hit this to return. So much your cruise control here. Kia have also put in a new system to this car which basically adjusts the steering. It has 3 different modes. Kia are calling this the flex mode. By using this little button here, I just look in the center dial here, you have sport, comfort and normal. So we'll start with sport. Sport mode basically means the steering is a lot firmer and stiffer. This here being mainly used for travelling on motorways or dual carriageways. So let's say if you're driving along and like me you have your hand resting on the steering wheel, it doesn't kind of jolt to the side. That's why the stiffness helps. The next one is comfort, which does the complete opposite. This here is mainly used for city driving or if you're trying to park or kind of navigate the car around tight spots. Makes the steering exceptionally light, very smooth and responsive. And then the third one is this normal mode, where it's kind of in between comfort and sport mode. Basically just kind of your everyday driving. It's a very useful feature Kia have put in. This car has a 6-speed manual transmission. There's also a 6-speed automatic available. To engage reverse, just pull up on this chrome lever, over and up. That little beat there is just the parking sensors, which you can also turn on and off using the park assist button here. As I mentioned down here, you have your auxiliary and USB imports, as well as your 2 12-volt power outlets. This car here has the automatic transmission. Just apply the foot brake and turn. It's a 6-speed, just like the manual. You've got your park, reverse, neutral and drive. There's also manual shiftability, just not the gear stick over to the left and you can shift up and down. or you can do it via the paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel, plus and minus for shifting up and down. I suppose the paddle shifters just give it a bit more of a kind of a sporty edge and design to it. Just push in this chrome button to shift back. And you also got your digital readout here. At the moment it's telling me we're on park. And then it shows the gears 1 and 2. Also has climate control with 4 different fan speeds, as well as air conditioning, front and rear defrosting, different zone selection and different heat settings. Your traction control and central locking. Also in the dashboard itself is, if you can see it there, the sunlight might be in the way a little. You have your digital clock and your outside temperature readings. You can adjust the time and date using this little control panel here. Padded sunglass container. Interior lighting. Found mirrors in both sun visors. Also has a manual dimming rear view mirror. As well as the Bluetooth system, you get this microphone. Sorry, the camera went a little blank there. You get the microphone integrated into the roof line here. Also has a leather stitched emergency brake, as well as a leather armrest. There's also a storage area, as well as 2 cup holders. So the new Cee'd is a really nice car, completely refreshed looks, much more well equipped than the previous generations. Also has very comfortable and supportive cloth seats. So let's take a look at the back seat. Storage pockets in the back of each front seat. The rear of the car is very spacious. As you can see, there is a lot of legroom here. Headroom is also very good as well. Also has very good rear visibility. Armrest with 2 integrated cup holders. So let's turn on the headlights and fog lights. The headlights are also automatic, as well as the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. And we'll take a look around the exterior. It has LED turn signals integrated into the side wing mirrors, as well as front and rear quarter windows. The EX model also comes with the 16-inch 5-spoke alloy wheels as standard, with painted silver brake calipers. It also comes with halogen projector headlamps, as well as lower LED lights. Just ignore the flickering of the camera there. It also has lower fog lights, as well as the signature tiger nose front grille. Beautiful design all around. This can also be credited to a man by the name of Peter Schreier, who has also designed several Audis in the past, including the TT, A3 and A6. I believe there's more cars as well. He even designed some of the Volkswagen Beetles, and now he's working for Kia. He has designed a few Kias, including the Ford, the Ford Coupe, as well as the Sorento, Sportage, the Soul, and he's redesigned and refreshed all the new Kia models. Very good sized glove box. There's also a little control panel down here at the very end of it, where you can have it heated and cooled, depending on what items you may have in there. The overall styling of the new Kia Cee'd is absolutely fantastic. Inside and out it feels and looks brand new, and it shares very little resemblance with the previous model. Brilliant looking car all around, I must say. Should definitely be a great seller. Kia Cee'ds in general usually are, but this new one should definitely fly out the doors pretty quick. The boot handle is located under this little gap here between the boot lid and the rear bumper itself. Kind of keeps it a bit more discreet and kind of out of view. Has very good sized boot. Also has a removable rear parcel shelf, as well as a secondary storage area under the boot carpet. And underneath that plastic again is your space saver spare wheel. As you can see, it has the rear parking sensors as well as lower rear reflectors. This EX model does come with quite a good amount of equipment on it. The next version up from this is the Platinum, which comes with smart key access system, an electronic parking brake, as well as sat nav and leather seats. Let's turn off the lights and the hazards. So let's see how the Cee'd sounds. Revs about 3000 RPM. Does have a very quiet engine. The engine in this car is a 1.6 litre diesel. It has 4 cylinders and 16 valves. It produces 128 brake horsepower at 4000 RPM. Has an estimated top speed of 114 miles per hour. It produces 260 torques and can average 52 miles to the gallon. There is also a 1.4 litre diesel and a 1.4 petrol. These are the only 3 engines available for the new Kia Cee'd. So just before we go any further in the video, I'd just like to show you this base model Kia Cee'd. Base version is known as the TX. It has 15-inch hubcap wheels. It has manual folding mirrors, and as you can see, it doesn't have the LED lights in them. In the back seat you have manual wind down windows and plastic door handles. Now at the bottom it might look like it actually has front fog lights, but in fact this base model only has rear fog lights. These down here are actually your running daylights. No LEDs in this one either. front automatic windows. The petrol engine is a very quiet one indeed. Barely any sound gets into the interior of the car. It's that well soundproofed and insulated. It has the same radio setup as the other car I was showing you there. Bluetooth and MP3 compatible as well. However, these days Bluetooth radio is kind of becoming standard in most cars. If you look at a lot of new Opels, for example, you'll find Bluetooth is pretty standard in them, even in the most basic models. Your two 12-volt power outlets and auxiliary and USB in slots. A few changes include the gear shifter itself and the handbrake lever. It's just soft touch plastics, whereas the other one had leather. It's the same story with the steering wheel as well, soft touch. It is multifunction, but they did leave out the flex mode. As I mentioned, it only has rear fog lights in this particular model. So other than those few little changes that I highlighted, it's still a very good car, and still comes with a modest amount of equipment. For a basic car anyway, comes with a single zone climate control, as well as your traction control and central locking. So I think there's no doubt that the new Cee'd is a very good car no matter which version or trim you go for. And of course, if you're willing to spend an extra bit of money, you could have rear parking sensors and a few other little options put on this car. So we'll just finish up the review now. In my opinion, the new Kia Cee'd is an absolutely fantastic car. It has really been upgraded from the old previous generation. Loads of new equipment, excellent build quality, Kia's 7-year warranty as well as a 5-star safety rating. And this new flex mode steering system is excellent, a brilliant idea by Kia. It could also be very useful for, let's say, an elderly person who mightn't be very strong. So they could have, for example, the steering set to comfort mode, which would make it a lot easier for them. Just little things like that make cars like this a pleasure to drive and easier to use on a daily basis. There are also different trim levels available. This one I have here today is the EX model. This will be one of the more upmarket versions. There's also a Platinum model, which would have keyless entry, sat-nav and electronic parking brake. Beautiful car all around, excellent styling. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this full-net tour of the all-new 2012 Kia Cee'd. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and please stay tuned. I'll have plenty more